Hi everyone, I'm Jeff. I wanted to talk today a little bit about snap shooting. There seems to be a whole lot of ideas about what snap shooting is, and I kind of want to clarify it and put to rest what I think it is. There's a lot of ideas out there that snap shooting is haphazard and careless, and it's something that should be avoided at all costs. And, you know, to me, I couldn't disagree with that more. If you're a good snap shooter, the entire key is having a repeatable shot sequence of utilizing good, basic, fundamental principles of shooting form. That's the way that you can become a good snap shooter. If you don't do that, you are shooting haphazardly and careless, and it's not snap shooting anymore, it's careless shooting. Now, Fred Bear considered himself to be a snap shooter, and I watched a video of him and he talking about it, and he recommended that other people didn't try to copy his form. And, you know, in many ways, I agree 100%. It's not for everybody. And there's specific reasons why I am a snap shooter. I grew up shotgunning first. I had a ton of wing shooting, a ton of bird hunting, and that's what I did. And you know, it was basically out in the woods shooting grouse. Grouse flushes, you've got about a second and a half to get a shot away. You bring your gun up right away, boom. Okay, that's snap shooting. But I had good basic form. I had learned good basic gun handling abilities from my grandfather at the time. Now, when I started shooting a bow, I just basically adopted those same principles into shooting a bow. And I started wing shooting the same way. And that's why I shoot quickly. It doesn't mean that I'm uncontrolled. It doesn't mean that I don't reach anchor every time. It just means that I shoot quickly. Over years and years of shooting, my shot sequence has just become more fluid. The reason that I do snap shoot is because I consider myself an instinctive shot. Now, everyone's going to get their feathers ruffled by that term, and I'm going to do a whole video on instinctive shooting and what I think instinctive shooting really is at a later date. But basically, in a short perspective, instinctive shooting is seeing your target and not seeing anything else, and raising your bow and shooting, and you know, picking a spot basically. When I shoot, I don't reference the arrow. I don't look down the arrow shaft. I don't see the point of the arrow. I see nothing except what I'm shooting at. And that came about through bird hunting. Now, I have an example actually. Years ago, it would be over 30 years ago now, actually. A friend of mine, Tim, asked me to go and shoot some skeet with shotguns. And now we'd been hunting several times together, and he'd seen what kind of a shot I was on grouse and woodcock and duck. I've always been a really good shot. Anyway, we went out to the skeet range, and of course, we're out there, and everyone's, you know, getting ready, and put their gun up, and pull. Okay, and that's what they said. They told me I had to do it. I had never shot skeet before. They told me this is what I had to do. So I'm there. I've got my fancy double side-by-side 20 gauge shotgun, and I'm, you know, listening to them and doing what they're asking me to do. And I think I got 7 out of 25 in my first round, and I got 8 out of 25 in my second round. And I'd never been more embarrassed in my life around these people with this fancy side-by-side shotgun. And they're all like, this guy doesn't even know how to use it. He's got this beautiful gun. What's he doing? And Tim's like, Jeff, I don't understand what's going on. I've seen you shoot. You shoot way better than this. I was rattling my head. I couldn't figure out what's going on. But the whole idea was I was being ready. I was looking down the barrel. I was waiting for that clay. I'd come and I would miss. Everything would fall apart. So we went and had lunch in the clubhouse. We came out afterward. We're going to shoot another couple rounds. And I step up to the line, and I'm just holding my gun like this. And the guy says, let me know when you're ready. He says, get ready. And I said, I'm ready. And I said, pull. And I wasn't even looking. I said, pull. And so he looked at me, and he pulled, and clay came out. I turned, boom, shot, boom, got it instantly. Well, I shot 23 and 24 to 25 in those 2 rounds because I let everything take over. I snapshot, okay? It's because I wasn't looking down the barrel. Everything didn't change on me. It was just an instant reflex. Find, acquire the target, shoot, okay? That's how I shoot my bow. When I am shooting, I am finding a spot and that's all I see. I am finding a target and that's all I see. It's target acquisition. Okay, so when that bird goes up, when that clay pigeon goes up, or when I'm looking at that target, it's about acquiring the target. So when I bring my bow up, I've already acquired the target. I don't need to study it and sit there and look at it and study it for, 2, 3, 4 seconds to figure out where it is. I'm already there. If I try to stop and look at that target while my bow arm's up, everything's going to start to move. My ADH, DDH, HDDH is going to kick in and I'm going to start looking at something I'm not supposed to. And that's exactly what happens. My mind will wander. If I don't see that target and pick it out right away, it's gone. Okay? So that's why I do that. That's why I shoot quickly and that's why I release quickly. It's a touch and go. Basically, I reach anchor as soon as I feel it. I know the shot feels right. I know the shot looks right. I've got the target in my eyes. Boom, I release. Okay, that's what I consider snap shooting. Now, if you're a target archer, I don't recommend you doing it. Most target archers will shoot some sort of an aiming system, sighting down their arrow, gap shooting or string walking or whatever else they do to acquire that target with their arrow. Basically, their arrow is the front sight of their gun, and that's what they're lining up. Okay, I don't need to do that. I don't need the time it takes to do that. So that's why I shoot the way I do. And I know I get a lot of a lot of flack from people saying, well, you don't know what you're talking about because you're a snap shooter and all snap shooters are no good. Well, I'll disagree with that. Anyway, I'm going to do a whole other video on what my thoughts are on instinctive shooting at a later date. And for now, everybody have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.